And welcome to AMHQ Weekend. It is Sunday, January 1st, 2017. Welcome to the new year. I'm meteorologist Reynolds Wolf.
And I'm meteorologist Liana Brackett in this morning for Kelly Cass and Dr. Greg Postel. The man, he joins us as well. And 2017 is getting off to a pretty messy start.
Yeah.
We've been looking at things and, you know, it's not looking that great for when you're heading back to work and school.
Yeah, we've already had some warnings this morning.
Yeah, there's some big thunderstorm activity right now on the northern Gulf Coast, Florida Panhandle in particular. Watch out for that. Lots of rain and some severe weather. But I think another round of severe is coming tonight and tomorrow for places like Texas all the way to Mississippi and Alabama. We'll talk about that in a second.
I know that's one of our big stories, but you know,
And highs will stay in the mid-70s today for Pensacola. So let's talk about that rain. We've been talking about it, and here it is. Good thing is that we are still seeing those drought conditions, so it's helping it out, but still probably causing lots of problems in part from the thunderstorms. So here we go. That's what we're looking at today. Here's a current look at radar. Now we're starting to see lots of action across Florida. We had a severe thunderstorm warning out just an hour ago, but since then we are still looking at lots of active weather through this morning and continuing through this afternoon. So here's another look. Here we go. Accumulation at 6.2 inches so far. That's at Biloxi. And then even a little bit further east, Pensacola at 3 inches. And let's continue working our way into Louisiana, and actually we're going to zoom out a little bit more. We're going to take it step by step. Starting this morning, we're looking at showers continuing through around your lunchtime, and it's ending about 1 p.m., 2 p.m. We're going to start seeing a second surge developing with more showers and thunderstorms continuing all the way through 8, 9 p.m. Dr. Postel, Reynolds. Yeah, we have a beautiful scene from Seattle. Snowing pretty good right near SeaTac. This is taken from this morning. Absolutely gorgeous. It's the first measurable New Year's Day snow for the Emerald City since 1950. Wow, that's a really old record. Drivers are being cautioned and especially being cautious because of all those slick roads. So check this out. Here's current radar. SeaTac right at 2.5 inches of snowfall totals. That's their actual report. Right now, light snow at 32 degrees. We're seeing a visibility at 2 miles. It's kind of lifting up, but if we zoom out, here we go. This is the big view. So the current radar is still showing lots of snow continuing across the area. Watch as this little this low just kind of drags around, rotating even more snow across the area. That low pressure system will actually head east, and we'll see more snow across the Midwest and the upper northern Rockies. Now we're looking at 2.5 feet over the Sierra Nevada, 3.5 feet, or 3 to 5 inches, I should say, actually in that blue area, and a little bit further east, about 5 to 8 inches in those purple shades, and that's Sunday night through Tuesday. Now focusing in on the Midwest, here we go. We have the snow stick picking up by tonight. Now watch by Monday. We're actually starting to see that freezing rain wintry mix band really enhance and even become very dangerous as we get through Mondays. That's not how you really want to start your first day back to school, back to work after a nice long vacation. So take caution as we get through Monday night into Tuesday. Even more snow just lifts up a little bit further north. Reynolds, back to you.
Okay, for more weather.
Nice start for your New Year's. Happy New Year's. But let's first take a quick little look at what we're going to see to come in the new year. So we do have a wintry mix expected across the Northeast. This is Monday through Tuesday, but starting tonight, this is when we start seeing it head into Pennsylvania, start inching towards New York, and then it'll really blow up in the New England area. So on Monday, here we go. Freezing rain, wintry mix. Syracuse, you might actually just miss it with some more rain on the way, but Albany, you're right on that cusp of that wintry mix with more freezing rain, ice pellets, probably even some freezing rain possible and some snow. So Monday night, this is when it really kicks in. So we have all that cold air trapped at the surface, and that's where we're actually seeing lots of snow over Maine. Bangor, you're kind of in that wintry mix area, but right along the immediate coastline down to Boston, you're still in the rain. So that's kind of good news, but if you have any travel plans, basically Tuesday, that is going to be one messy day across New England. Here's a look at your snow total forecast. This is through Wednesday morning. Check this out. Less than an inch a little bit further west. But then as we head into New England, this blue area, that dark blue, is around 3 to 5 inches of snow falling. But if we head a little bit further north, you're looking at 1 foot to 1.5 feet. Reynolds?
It's kind of like a pendulum, you know, which is appropriate since we just finished up the great events at Times Square. And what we're going to see is a swing in terms of the temperatures going from hot to cold across much of the nation.
Look at this early this week. I mean, it's like I said before, yin and yang. There we go. The high is below average on the left and the west. highs above average in the south.
So many stories, but you know what? I think we're going to get started really with the warmth that we have across parts of the nation. You're right. You see the departure anywhere from 10 to 30 degrees above average for this parts of the world. And we refer to, let's see, Chicago, New York, Atlanta, Dallas. Things certainly in the upswing as we move into this week. As we drive forward in the story, it is going to be a compelling one, really on both sides of the map.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, let's go ahead and check out what the coolest temperatures. I mean, you know, this is, there we go. We're going to swing on over. Here we go. Early this week, this is what the setup, this is what's happening outside. The much colder air dives south, while the warm air will kind of stick around. And these are your forecasted highs. It's all relative, too.
It is relative. I mean, you see 16 degrees. If you're tuning in, say, from Juneau Beach, Florida, and you see this and you think, oh my gosh, we're frozen. Yeah. Well, that's true, you are. But we even have colder temperatures that are going to be coming in. Chicago, 38 degrees, 48 degrees in St. Louis, and 50 in Louisville.
Yeah, and these are your forecasted highs. And that's the thing. Tomorrow, a little bit warmer. I mean, check out International Falls up in far north, 19 degrees. Forecasted highs in the south. Look at, you're checking out temperatures in the mid-70s. This is for January 2nd.
I know, it's hard to believe, but you know what's interesting is that warm air, the mild air, is going to be one of the contributing factors to a severe weather possibility. That may become a reality for much of the Gulf Coast tomorrow.
It's very true. And look, we're breaking records, or at least nearing records. I mean, all these sites in Florida, we're checking out all these possible record highs. 85 in Tampa is our forecasted high. 83 was the record back in 1982. So not too much of an older record, but still very, very notable. No
question about it. What's also noticeable is by the time Tuesday comes calling at Tallahassee outside Doak Campbell Stadium near Florida State, going with 77 for the high. Little Rock with 64. Dallas, which has been pretty warm, is actually going to be cooling down a bit. And Charlotte, definitely some changes ahead.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's talk about the cold. Let's go ahead and mosey on over here. And this is what we're seeing early this week. But if we zoom out and fast forward to late this week, watch as all that blue and purples, they definitely really drop across the entire nation.
Yeah, some of this actually almost matching your dress in terms of the cold air, especially when we get into Minneapolis. Look at this. Going from the 30s, which again, I know, it already seems cool for you if you're tuning in, say, from Phoenix. Yeah. But look at the drop-off we have. Thursday's going to be ridiculous.
1 degree. I mean, Minneapolis, your average high is typically around 24 degrees. Getting into the forecast for tomorrow, now we're seeing those minus numbers popping up. Bismarck at -2, Chicago at 39. Pushing into Wednesday, all those purple colors, that's all the getting into the negatives, or at least the lower digits. That's really spreading across the area.
Definitely chilly times. Even St. Louis, Rapid City, back into northern Minnesota, the Arrowhead. Look at the point of this, going with -5 in International Falls by the time Thursday comes around.
Yeah. All right, so check out